Hello everyone. My name is Yolise Kodorobe. Today is March 10th, 2019, and this is the how-to video for Bio 240. In this short video, I'm going to show exactly how to digitally label a photograph. I'm using a free program called Open Broadcaster Software to record both myself as well as my computer monitor at the same time. Because if I try to record it with my cell phone, all you're going to see is just a very, very bad glare. Anyway, I like to use a software, already pre-installed software called the snipping tool. And that is how I'm going to extract the photograph that I need for labeling. Copy that. Once it's copied, you can go to the Google Drawing program, paste that there, and you can resize it to whatever size is best. And next, I'm also going to make a text box right next to it. The way I like to do it is to put my text box, next to it and then look at the words that need to be, or the structures that need to be identified in the photograph. I do that by going back to my instructions here. Oh, this is my already completed one. And I'll be needing to label and identify the structures better recognized as acidophil cell, the basophil cell, and the nucleus of the pituocyte. Whew, that's a mouthful. So here we go. I'll just switch back to drawing and write those down. Nucleus of pituocyte. Basophil cell and acidophil cell. Oh, no, Artemis. Bro. Cell and the acidophil cell. Okay. So the nucleus of the pituocyte, the basophil cell, and the acidophil cell. And what we're going to do is we're going to basically use any of the available line tools. There's a variety. There's arrows, lines. You can use, honestly, whichever one serves the purpose, which should be almost all of them. And we just go down the list. You will notice that this particular photograph that needs that in question of the pituitary gland, where actually has both the anterior pituitary tissue available as well as the posterior pituitary tissue. The darker stained is the anterior pituitary tissue, so that makes things a little easier to kind of nail down. So, nucleus of the pituocyte, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, pituocyte. Let's delete that. If you're using arrows, it's best to point at them appropriately. And basophil cell as well as the acidophil cell. Acidophil cells are always, the larger the basophil cells are, smaller, darker of the two. Right there. Perfect. Alright, and that essentially is how you digitally label a photograph. And at this point, I would basically reuse the snipping tool, except this time encompassing not just the photograph itself, but the entirety of the labels as well as the photographs and the lines. And then you just copy and paste it into the into the lab report. And that concludes my video.